Hey yo, what is up YouTubers? It's your boy TheSuperRorio Eblen, and back once again, that's right. Oh look! Okay, so before we start today's episode, okay, yes, we are back once again with more Forza EOS, that is right. Alright, so if you haven't seen last episode, I recommend you do so before checking this one out. So before we get to this awesome game, there is something that I must let you all know about this year. And about this year, even though in this month of November, or when was the month that Ash Ketchum finally became the Pokemon Champion Master, doesn't mean that him and Pikachu are not live in the anime. They did live it, but not forever. They did return. And why am I saying, and as you might ask, well, if you look somewhere in my community post, you will see the answer. It is 1,000%, it is 100% confirmed, because I heard that Ash Ketchum has a new voice actor, and I don't know if his age will be 10 or 12, but we'll see. His Pikachu will be there with him too. All right, and I was right from the start, and I told you all this back in my Pokemon Adventures with Rayquaza. I showed you all the proof too. But listen though, because I want to tell you guys the truth, guys. The Pokemon and I mean with Ash Ketchum and Pikachu, I mean those two characters, I would live to see and respect and honor and hail them as the greatest, best Pokemon team trio that I have ever seen in my life unto the Blue Gym, which I'm on. Because, you know, I want to tell you all a little bit of a sad story about myself. So when I was a little kid, one day when I was going into elementary school, I saw, and this is gonna be one of the reasons why I hate that three-headed dragon. But ever since when I was a little kid, I one day watched the Pokemon and on my in the living room. I saw that it was Ash Ketchum battling Cameron, and I was sure to myself, and I was promised to myself that Ash Ketchum and Pikachu win this league. And even though it was a part of it, I remember, well, that's all I remember. They did say to be a continue. So when the years passed ever since when I first met Zack and Jack, I wondered how many leagues Ash Ketchum won. But then when I saw the Unova League, I realized a terrible truth, that he didn't beat Cameron. And he even promised Meloette that he would win the Unova League, but to tell you guys the truth, when I first saw this, and when I first saw the Kanto, the League of Ash Ketchum starts leaping in battle, and was too lazy to fight, I became so mad and furious that I almost quit at Pokemon. But thanks to a jury aimed at my plushie Pikachu saved me, and my friends Zack and Jack saved me too, I'm still in the Pokemon. I'm still in my Pokemon Adventure Destiny. In fact, I'm never quitting and never giving up, and I'm always trying my best, because I'm always ready for an adventure, because it's the way, says me, Rory Ketchum. I may not be Ash Ketchum, but I do love Pikachu. And I love Ash Ketchum's hat. Except this time, let me tell you all the truth. Sorry if my intro is a little long, but I do want to say this. Even though if you win a league, then here's the point, guys. I know the truth. You get a trophy, which there are plastic metal objects just painted gold to let you remember how much fun you had. But the real trophy is in your heart. The one that you keep and remember how much fun you had for the rest of your lives. That's why you have the brains too, to remember. Not to forget. And listen, if you feel mad, even if you lose a league, then let me tell you something. Losing is the greatest teacher, and failure is temporary. Without it, and if you would always win, you would then act to yourself until you had no friends. So what I say to those leagues? Who cares if I win? All that just matters is that I had fun. Because something, Ash may have not have won those leagues, but he's a true hero. Because he saved the other leagues too, and he had his first kiss with Serena, and he even helped out his Pokemon, and he even cared for it, and he even saved the Pokemon too. I've been from disrespectful Pokemon trainers, like us on the movie I Choose You. That's how I started. And I saw the Rainbow Wing, that's when I had to start my journey. That's how I started. Which is why I am not giving this up. Sorry if there's no gameplay in this episode, but I'm telling you all my backstory. Because, and though Ash Ketchum and Pikachu are not the protagonists anymore, I do want to say this. And it's that I don't care about winning. I only care about of the Pokemon that are safe and the Pokemon that are actually okay in the regions. Because without the regions, where would you live, If all the regions were destroyed, If it weren't for Ash Ketchum's sacrifice, then the whole regions would have been in ruins. Even though he died a couple of times, he still got revived by Pikachu, And let's not forget, Ash Ketchum, even though he once had the voice of a girl, him and Pikachu. His Pikachu did revive him a lot of times, but he and Pikachu are the best guide adventurers in Pokemon that we have ever seen. Because Ash Ketchum gave us the greatest advice ever, And even when he lost in Unova, when he came 8th again, he wasn't upset. He may have had a rough start with leagues, but luckily, he never gave up. That's why I'm like Ash Ketchum too, That's why I am still continuing. And this is why that I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this year, and maybe next year, I'm going to start making YouTube videos on my Switch now. But in order to do that, I must need all the right parts in order to make them. 30-second videos aren't long enough. So in order to do this, I'm going to need some help my friend Zach and Jack. And sorry if this video is, well, most likely talkative. I think I should have mentioned, but I think this is just my backstory about my first time with Pokemon. And yeah, because you know something, I do gotta say this about the Kanto League. It wasn't an Ash Ketchum's fault. It was actually all Team Rocket's. You know how they pretend it to be Richie, and you know they like used his voice to trick Ash, and then they kidnapped him, and then Ash got out of the van and got to the Pokemon bat. Oh well, guess what? Team Rocket actually, guess what evil thing they've done? They've actually made all of Ash's Pokemon tired, but the reason why in the battle they weren't tired was because they still cared it for Ash and gave it their very best. And even though, but some of it I know was Charizard's fault. And even though, and there is just something I don't get too. If Ash Ketchum saved a Charmander from being abandoned by its previous trainer Damien, then why would he disobey him in return? I mean, if I was there, I would tell Charizard to get up too, but you know, I don't want to be disrespectful, you know. But the truth is, though, if your Pokemon just don't respect you, then what else is there to do? Even though you just can't give one up, you know. I mean, for me, I love Pikachu. He's the greatest number 25 is Pokemon that I've ever seen, you know. Him and Ash really do make a great friendship, you know. That's how I love my Pikachus, you know. Especially the ones in Pokemon Go, you know. Even the one with Ash Ketchum's cap, too, you know. Even in my original one, too. But now that you all know, you know, back when I was in high school, at first I did want to get my revenge on Ash Ketchum by beating him, the now champion master, but even though he is wise, him and Pikachu, I still respect them. But one day, if I want to battle them, I would want to battle the champion, Ash Ketchum. You know, one day, Ash Ketchum. I'll go to Japan and find your channel, the Pokemon channel, and I will battle the grand champion, the new champion, Ash Ketchum. And as I do that, after I do Pokemon Sword in all of the Pokemon regions, I'll be the newest champion that the whole world on this planet has ever seen. Very soon, though. And you know something? If I don't win or lose, I still have the videos to remember it all. So, alright, well, sorry again if this video was all talk, but I hope you understand my Pokemon Pass and my news update for what I am going to do. So, I hope Zach and Jack, if you're watching this, and Cole and Gavin, I hope you two do help me out too this year. Alright, until next time, shock to game over and out. And next video, there will be good action this time.